In this video, we'll learn about Claude AI, which is by Anthropic. So when you create your account, there are a few things you can keep in mind. This is something you will have to agree to, the user policy. You can or cannot give consent to data collection. And if you don't want promotional emails, you can untick both. And you cannot go without the second one. So you have to give consent to data collection and use of your personal information. So that's something you have to be aware when you're starting with Claude. Now you can go for a premium plan or you can explore Claude for free. I'll just use Claude for free here. And this is how it begins. If I don't want to give this data, I can disable it. You can enter your name here. You can enter 3 topics that you want to explore. So based on that, it will create your own profile and they will know what is it that you are looking for. Asking to start at a place. Let's say I want to create a personal development plan. What it has done is, it has automatically created a prompt here. So this is what will happen when you open Claude for the first time. But I don't want to explore Claude like this. I want to give you a step-by-step analysis of what Claude is all about. So if you want to go back to the home page, you can click on Claude and this is what the home page will look like. Let's begin. This is the home screen of Claude. We'll click here to start a new chat. This is the window where you will enter a prompt, ask a question, get a suggestion, or start a conversation with Claude AI. Let's look at the models that Claude has. Sonnet 4 is the model that is good for all everyday users. Opus 4.1 is for complex challenges. If you want to do some detailed debugging or programming or solve a very complex research challenge, you can try that. For everyday tasks, Sonnet 4 is good. If I click on more models, the previous models which Claude had will also be shown, but they're only available for pro users. For free users, you only have these 2 options. This is for common use, this is for specific large problems and complex challenges. I can enter any prompt here. Okay. Let me enter the simple prompt where I am trying to give Claude request to make a practical guide of 10 micro habits, each under 2 minutes, that all busy professionals can adopt in their life. And also to give the scientific explanation behind it and a quick tip for how you can stick to it. So Claude has created this document, okay, where all of these things will be listed here. If you see, it has started to give it just the way we had asked it to be. After this entire document is ready, it will also give you a description of what it has done in the entire document. Right? What was the thought process behind creating this? What are the aspects that it has added based on our prompt? And from here, you can copy the text or you can download as a markdown, which is a text file, or as a PDF. It will create a PDF which you can use for your reference. You can also publish this. So once you publish and copy link, what will happen is it will get published as such a document. Okay. If you want, you can also click here and capture the screenshot of this thing. So what happens is now this document can be visible all across Claude. It can also potentially be visible in search engine results, but the chat on the left side will remain private. And like it said, it is publishing an artifact. So this is something which Claude uses throughout its platform. Artifact is basically anything that Claude creates. If you ask it to create a document, then the document will be called as an artifact. Like this document over here, this thing is called as an artifact. Not just documents, you can also ask Claude to make habit trackers, apps, small games, interactive interfaces, everything can be done in Claude. And then each of those things that you build with Claude will be called as an artifact. So it's a general statement or a general word rather for anything that you make in Claude. Okay. So if I publish and copy link, it will get published. This is the public link that you can copy. If you want, you can again unpublish it. But once you withdraw and unpublish it, you cannot publish it again. You will have to create a new artifact if you want to publish this. Okay. And all your artifacts, there is a left panel where all these artifacts will be visible here. So these are some pre-made artifacts. And if I click here, it will give us our artifacts. 10 micro habits for busy professionals. So this is how these artifacts work. Now I want to build on the same artifact and I want to create a series of different artifacts under the same topic. So when you do something like this, where let's say the main focus is micro habits or to improve your professional performance, and you want a habit tracker, you want a detailed document, you want an app, you want inspirational quotes. So these 4 things that I said will be artifacts under the topic of micro habits. Like this document here has become an artifact, right? Now, in order to organize all of that in a single place, you have to create a project. I can name my project, let's say micro habits. What are you trying to achieve? Better professional life. Create a project. Now your projects that you create will be visible here. If I click on this, it will open up. And now when I start having conversations around it, the artifacts will appear over here. Now you cannot add other artifacts which you individually had created, like the one we created. We'll need to start again from here. So let me again put up this prompt. Again, we have a document. Every time the document will be a little different, obviously, because it starts making it from scratch every time. So you will see that the habits could be different. The way it's written could be different. So don't expect the same artifact every time, like any typical AI tool. So this document is created. This is the first artifact, which will be the basis of what I want to do under the micro habits routine. Let me go back to projects. Click on this. Here, do you see the artifact? You can star it if you want. You can rename it. You can change the project from here. You can remove this from project. This is how you can go about it. And since we only have a single artifact right now, it's not getting starred because it's the only one that's there. Now let's say based on this micro habit document or this micro habit routine that I want to create, let's say I want to build a mobile app called as Habit Sparks, which should include onboarding flow, 3 core features, reminders, daily streak tracker, micro habit library, a gamification element, and sample screen layouts. Okay, and it should be presented in a wireframe format. All these prompts that you see which I make, I take the help of AI to make them because these are well structured and making sure that the prompt is optimized. And now Claude has started to create a wireframe. So what does a wireframe mean? It means a design. It is not creating an app. It is only creating the design or the concept or a prototype based idea for us to understand what will be there in the app. And you can see there's a lot of features. There are 3 core features like we asked it to have. It will also have the habit detail page, the gamification element like we asked. So every single thing that you write in the prompt is very crucial because it will build an app based on that. So if you want a good quality app, you need to describe it in that manner. It will also tell you about the key design principles that it kept in mind before making this. And on the left, you will see the entire thought process behind making this. Again, like any other artifact, you can publish this as well. Let me go back to projects. Now, I'll click on this project and we'll have 2 artifacts. Now I can star any one of them if I want. and that one will remain at the top. Let me unstar this. So as I can see, after I click on unstar, it still remains starred. So I think there is some kind of a bug in this feature. So I'm back on the projects page and I'm asking Claude to make an app from the wireframe model. Now it says that it doesn't see any wireframe model in the conversation. So even though you have the multiple artifacts under the same project, it doesn't mean that the context will be retained. Now I'm going back to the micro habits wireframe discussion, and below this I will ask it to make an app based on the wireframe model. Now here the context is retained because it's in the same conversation. So if you want to have multiple artifacts of a single topic, they have to be in the same conversation. Having them in the same project doesn't help. And as you can see, it's a React based coding that is happening here. And this long code is being written. After about half a minute, this app is ready. The left panel is a description of what it has done to make this app, and the right panel is the preview of the app itself. Like you can see here, there is a list of habits. You can select any of them to say that I've completed this, and it will show you the streak. So this is a good way to visualize an app, though it is not as detailed as the my document on that wireframe we had, but still it is very good to visualize your ideas. Now I can click on the code button, which is the right one that you see, will open the code, left one will open the preview of the app again. Stats will show you the completion rate, minutes invested, habits completed, and if you click here, then you can switch between artifacts. Now within this same chat, we had two artifacts. The first one was a document, and the second one was the app, right? A document is here, and if you scroll down, we also had the app. You can switch between those artifacts using these three bullet point feature. So the context retention does not happen in different artifacts in the same project. To put it in simple words, to have a continued conversation about a topic, you need to be in the same chat window like any other AI tool. So I hope this gave an idea of what Claude artifacts are and what all you can make. In order to get further idea, you can just click on artifacts on the left panel, and now you have a set of artifacts which are already made. You can categorize them into learning something, life hacks, playing a game, be creative, or touch grass. Touch grass is mostly tracking your life, forest explorer, so something related to nature or basic things. Let me go to this Anthropic office simulator. Okay, this Claude was made by Anthropic. It is a 3D office simulator environment where you can meet the founders, click WASD to move around, arrow keys to look left and right. You can press E to interact with anyone, like Sam is the co-founder. I'll click here, press E, and you can ask questions to Sam. So it is text-based conversation. Can AI have imposter syndrome? You can try out these cool things. And this is an AI-generated response where they're trying to have a conversation with you. So the reason I'm showing you this is it will give you an idea of what Claude is capable of making in its platform with the different kind of artifacts. You can press E to dance, and you can click escape to close any dialogues or release mouse. So this is what you can try, and the prompt that was used to create this can be shown here. A few lines and description, and suddenly you have an environment where you can move around, interact. So this is very powerful from Claude, and the fact that they have made so many predefined artifacts helps users to understand what is Claude capable of. If you go and explore a game, Slime Soccer, you will know that only writing this much of prompt and you can actually create a game. You can move around like this and start playing the game. So this is what Claude can do. Right? It's pretty neat and interesting. Okay. So this was all about Claude AI. Now moving to some miscellaneous features. You click on this button here to go into incognito mode and close it to get back to the original mode. If you want to connect other tools to Claude, you need to buy a premium, and these are the other tools that you can just link with Claude. You click here, go into settings. You can change your personal information. You can give information about yourself to Claude, any preferences you want when it responds. So that is how you can customize your experience with Claude. You can describe what you do, your work function. You click on account, you can log out, delete. Organization ID is something if someone else logins to Claude and if you give them this organization ID, both of you will be a part of the same organization and you can collaborate with different things together. Click on privacy here. You can toggle on or off certain privacy settings. Billing only if you want to upgrade your plan, you can go for that. Features, if you want artifacts to be switched off, you can only have basic conversations. Now it won't create apps for you, any documents or website designs for you. You can enable it. And AI powered artifacts also you can enable. So what happens is you can use Claude inside of an artifact. For example, you can have AI based database of the calories in different food items. And now, if you want to build a calorie tracker, all you have to do is type the name of that food item that you ate, and in the artifact, which is a calorie tracker artifact, it will use Claude AI to fetch information. So AI-based apps you can make. Experimental tool is their analysis tool. It can write and run code to process data, run analysis, and produce data visualizations in real time. So if you are a programmer or a data analyst, you can also try this out. Go into connectors and it can connect with GitHub as well. So again, very helpful for programmers. And Claude Code, this is a subscription based feature that programmers can use. You can use their terminal to write codes and things like that. So for free users and for general users, this is what Claude is all about. I've covered all the key aspects of Claude. If you have any questions about this tool, feel free to put them in the comment section. And if I have to sum up Claude, I think it's a very, clean UI tool. It doesn't have a lot of clutter. It is very powerful also and very minimalistic. This is what I liked a lot about Claude AI. So if you want us to cover any other tools, please feel free to put that in the comment section. If you have any other feedback for us, please put that in the comment section. And to watch more such videos on different AI tools, stay tuned to Tools to Upskill.